Most children grow up wanting to be doctors or firefighters or astronauts. But all I wanted to be was a chicken. I would sit on eggs, expecting them to hatch, and when they didn't, I was devastated. My parents never bothered telling me that I couldn't be a chicken, so I just kept sitting on eggs till I was 8. Eventually, I understood that I would never be a chicken. I simply was just not built for it. I had to grow and learn. Growth is defined as the process of developing and maturing physically, mentally, or emotionally. And we all grow in some way, shape, or form. But the things we go through and people we interact with affect this growth. The most scarring time of our lives is elementary school. Time of recessed marriages and cooties, where we lived by the phrase that girls go to college to get more knowledge and boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. I grew up in a small town in South Carolina, so needless to say, there wasn't the most diversity. I spent most of my childhood trying to explain that Indian did not mean Native American, and I didn't own a pet tiger. I mean, in 2nd grade, I told everyone that my grandparents had built the Taj Mahal, and they actually believed me. But it wasn't all fun and games. On September 11th, our teachers explained exactly what had happened on this day. Immediately after class, I remember my friends coming up to me and asking me why my people would do such a thing. My friends would never come over to my house because their parents thought that my family was dangerous. And I mean, think logically about this. I was 11. The most harm I could cause was telling my parents that I wanted to grow up to be an actress. Seriously, my dad would have gone off heart attack. But they didn't stop to consider that even though I may have been a few foundation shades darker than them, I was still a person. So I pushed my heritage away. I stopped wearing thermal, I despised wearing traditional clothes. I grew to hate my culture. But some parts were unavoidable. Being a child of 2 immigrants essentially means 2 things. They have sacrificed so much to give me the life I have, and they'll never let me forget about it. My parents always used to tell me that I needed to work hard to get where I wanted. So I worked and worked. I used to lock myself in my room and refuse to come out until all my work was done. And once I got to calculus, that became never. And, okay, I'll admit, sometimes the avoidance was intentional. Because, like, what do I say when they ask me how my grades are? Like, oh, bad. But what I didn't realize were that my actions were actually affecting my parents. Since I was no longer spending time with him, my dad replaced my presence with that of alcohol. But I refused to believe I was at fault. I got mad and pushed him away even more. In 5th grade, I remember one time he got arrested for drunk driving. So I had to use the money that I had saved to bail him out. I was furious. I thought that a parent should take care of a child, not the other way around. My dad was supposed to take care of me, not the other way around. It took him 5 years to finally get the help he needed, and even then, I wasn't ready to forgive him. I hated that I had to grow up dealing with all of that, so I grew apart from my family. During this time, I found the comfort of family through my friends. And of course, I always had friends who loved me, but I always focused on those who didn't. I used to think that the people who hated me defined me more than those who didn't. I have gotten the label of the annoying kid who's always too happy. And I mean, I get it. I would show up to class in neon pink pants, and those would be my prettier days. But I never let those comments get to me. I was happy with who I was. But over time, those comments made me believe that no one could ever really want to be my friend. So when someone did, I would jump at every chance to talk to them. I was like seriously desperate. So when my friend started touching me a bit too much, but just reassured me that that's just what friends do, I pushed it aside. But one day he kept going, and when I told him to stop, he just did it. I was shocked. I couldn't wrap my head around how someone could do that. I reached out to some of my friends for support, but all I found were people telling me that I was asking for it, that I just did it for attention. I was hurt. I felt that no matter what I did, I would always be worthless. I had worked so hard to turn myself into this rainbow that people could love, but all I found were people who turned out to be colorblind. I was fat and ugly and stupid, and I grew to believe that no one could ever really love me. Afterwards, I stopped caring about myself. I had given up. I gave up talking to the few friends I had left. I gave up doing the things I loved. I gave up. Every day was just another day that I didn't want to be alive. I convinced myself that life was just worthless. Because, I mean, spoiler alert, we all die in the end, so what's the point? I cut my skin every day, hoping the cuts would be just deep enough. I tried to overdose 10 times in 1 month. I had just given up. One day, I was done. I couldn't find any reason to stay, so I looked out my bedroom window and was ready to jump. But at that moment, I got a phone call. It was my friend's mom calling to tell me that my best friend had died in a car accident the previous day. And let me tell you, that was so close to being the last straw. I had lost the one person I felt like I could always talk to, but I took a step back to think. My friend had always loved to tell me that scar tissue grows back stronger than the skin before it, that our broken parts made us stronger. Yes, I was broken. Low-key still am broken. But a broken crayon still colors, and a broken person can still fill their life with color. We all have a choice of whether to continue growing or not. And they didn't have that choice, but I did. I could have chosen to make one more cut, take one more pill to jump, but I could have also chosen not to. And so I did. I decided to reach out to get the help I needed. And let me tell you, making that choice was not easy. I remember the first time I went to therapy, I straight up lied. But my therapist told me that this whole process wouldn't work if I wasn't willing to grow. And if I'm being honest, I'm still not in love with the idea of accepting changes. But I think I'm growing to it. And look, I'm not up here telling you all about my depressing life so you can feel sorry about me. I'm here telling you my story so you all can understand why I am the way I am. Because you see, the process of growth is fueled by the events you go through. I am not the same person I was 5, 6, 7 years ago because all those events shaped me. Shaped me into the child I hope my parents can be proud of. Shaped me into the friend I hope my friends can love. Shaped me into the girl standing for all of you today. Shaped me into me. And I couldn't be happier with the girl I am today. But if I'm being honest, sometimes I still wish I was the chicken. Thank you.